Good morning, traders. This is TonyD from easyMarkets in Sydney. We've got a big day ahead of us after a pretty quiet Monday. This is after the US had a holiday yesterday for Labor Day, so there's very little action in the US session. The market went to sleep, but it definitely didn't react too negatively to the North Korea nuclear test there. We did see stabilization in the dollar yen, a little reversal in the stock markets, and just broadly speaking, it does take a little bit more than just words to get the market to follow through in selling with the North Korea crisis at the moment. So there isn't any fear too much there's going to be a military response just yet. More sanctions seem like they're on the cards given Trump's Twitters. Looks like he's going after countries that do business with North Korea, which potentially is implicating mostly China. And that could lead to some unforeseen consequences if he goes down that road. But we'll see what comes of his meetings with his generals in the next couple of days. See what his plan is there. Definitely some stronger words coming from the UN ambassador from the US regarding North Korea's begging for war. In terms of what's coming up today, though, we do have the RBA coming out in 2.5 hours. This is 2:30 Eastern time here in Sydney, 12:30 in Singapore. RBA has been very neutral in the past couple of months and is unexpected to raise rates in their own forecast for the next 12 months. If there's any change to their forecast or any change in their language regarding the rebound in commodity prices or the stabilization and growth outlook for China, you could see the Aussie dollar do quite well here. They are concerned a little bit with Aussie dollar though as well, so you may see jawboning at some point on the Aussie dollar. They haven't been doing that so far, but their neighbour RBNZ has been jawboning quite aggressively in the last couple of months. So if they do want to take the lead there, because they might be worried about the Aussie dollar getting above 80 cents, and then that would lead to the potentially a new trend developing, and they don't want that to happen there. They've seen what's happened over in the dollar CAD with its sharp selling. And on that note, we do have the Bank of Canada coming out tomorrow night, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow in the update. But today we'll focus on the Aussie dollar, what's going to come out. And then in the European session, we have the UK PMI, services PMI, which is a pretty big number there. In terms of most economies now, the service sector is the largest sector. And so the services PMI is what you see a gauge of the services sector's confidence going forward. So the Aussie dollar, when you focus on today, you want to see if there's any hawkish comments. If we break 80 cents, that'll be a big story in the market. Otherwise, we will look to continue to range trade, and you can see that the Aussie's been trading in that 80 cents to 78.50 range for a few months now. Alright guys, if you do want to contact us and you're dealing with a client, please ring below the 1-800-176-935 for Australia. If you're calling from Singapore, 31583-201 for a little bit more colour, a little bit more update there on what's coming up tonight. Thanks guys.